How's it going? This is Lorenzo here, and today I'm going to go ahead and teach you the basics of snare drum with a practice pad and drumsticks featuring my student Blair Jenkins.
Hi.
So, today we're going to go over the fundamentals of playing snare drum, but with a practice pad and drumsticks.
Okay.
So, what you're going to need to start it off is some drumsticks. The ones you want to start off with is SD1 drumsticks. These are the basic ones, good for beginners. So, once you get experience over time, you'll get accustomed to certain sizes. There's a variety of them, but these are a good way to start since they're highly recommended by most educators.
Okay.
And another material you're going to need is this drum pad. What I got is a Remo drum pad. This one's made of plastic, but in order to get more efficient rolls with this, I'd recommend more of a rubbery one made of like a rubbery drum pad, because with this it's hard to bounce. And with the rubber one, you get an easy bounce, which means it's easier to perform your rolls and then potentially get them out there with an actual snare drum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the way I was taught to hold drumsticks was my teacher told me that I could look at this little flag, as you see right here. There's a little flag right there. You can use your thumb and your finger kind of like this. So this is where most of your grip comes from, and the back of your fingers are lightly going to hold. And same goes for your other hand. So go ahead and try that out for me. Alright, so try it with one hand and then try the other.
I'm doing it right.
Okay, so you got most of your grip here, correct? That's good. You don't want to squeeze it too tight around here. You want to have like a gentle grip. Don't lift your pinky up, so go ahead and have like gently like on there, but these two are going to be doing most of the work. Okay, so the way you normally play drums, I'll go ahead and demonstrate for you. You want to stand up, hold it like the way I taught you, and you're going to hold it like this around waist level, because that's where you're going to be playing the drum. Because that's normally suggested height for snare drum players to get accustomed to. So you go ahead and try that out for me. Another thing I was taught by my professor too is if you're holding the drumsticks right and not too tight, is I'm able to snatch it right out of your hand without having. If I feel like I'm struggling to pull it out of your hand, you're holding it too tight. So far I can get them out with ease, so you're holding them correctly. Let me feel your fingers. Really, really gentle feeling on that. Good solid grip on these. So that's pretty good so far. Excellent. So next, what we have right here is your drum pad. So let's see. I'm gonna need you to hold this like around my waist, like right here. Okay, like right there. Be careful, just grab the outside, because we don't have a table, so we're going to work with this. And that will be your table in the meantime. So the way you want to hold is more like this, more like making a 90-degree angle with your sticks. Around the center, which is this part right here. This part right here is going to be like the shape of a quarter. You want to play around there, but at the ends. You don't want to play directly in the center, because you'll cancel out your sound. But if you play out in the corner, you will make a strong and full sound. I'm going to show you a comparison. I'm going to show you a comparison with each of them. So if you play it up close like that, it's not much of a sound, but if you play like this, it sounds too quiet. But you want just the right sound, like the area I just told you. Think of a quarter. That's how you get a full sound. If you play the quarter area that I suggested. Next, what I'm going to go ahead and tell you is, we're going to just go ahead and start with something basic with a beat. So left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the hand grip like I taught you. So how did I teach you to hold it again? Can you explain to them, please?
You put your thumbs on the flag, and you do most of the gripping with your thumb and pointer finger. And it's a loose grip with the other fingers, loose enough to where you can pull it out from my hands without struggling.
Yep, these are good sticks. Good position. Alright, now how's the position of your drumsticks going to be like?
It's a 90-degree angle, and you're playing in the quarter, which is it's a quarter size area of the pad to get the full sound. Excellent,
that's very good. Alright, so I'm gonna ask you to do a simple beat, a left and a right. Okay, you're gonna need to expand that a little bit. Like right there. Don't raise your elbows too high. Make sure you're like comfortable.
Okay.
Okay. Are you feeling comfortable there?
Yes.
Okay. So play one of just let it bounce. Like there you go. Alright, so I want you to play eight beats. So I'm going to count off 4 for nothing, and then you're going to start off. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I see you're having it a little too open on your hands right here. So go ahead and show them how you're holding it. I see you're having it a little too open. So you want it closed. Go ahead and close your hand for me, but don't close it too tight. Yeah, like a gentle rep, like that. That's perfect. Because you don't want to have them out. If not, you're going to let that bounce and you're not going to have enough control. So let's try that again. Ready? Make sure your fingertips close, please. Because you see your fingertips right here open. So there you go. Much better. How does that feel?
It feels okay. Am I doing it right?
Yeah, you're doing it correct. What do you feel is doing most of the work? The fulcrum right here, or your arm?
Most of it's in my hand.
What you want is most of your wrist and your fulcrum to do most of the work. You don't want your arm going like this, because that's not going to give you an efficient sound.
Okay, so
make sure you're at 90 degrees. Remember the quarter size we talked about. A little more open, like that.
Okay.
Arms down. You want to be comfortable, relax, and don't tense yourself too much. Alright, try it. Make sure your grip's closed. Your grip's a bit open. Here, let me go ahead and demonstrate you again. The grip's going to be like this, closed, but not too tight, like that. So it's going to look something like this. Go ahead and demonstrate to the camera. And show them your fingers and make sure that they're wrapped. Excellent, like that. So go ahead and try that again. Alright, you ready?
Yes.
Alright, so let's go over. How do we start?
It's a 90-degree angle.
Mm-hmm.
You're hitting in the quarter.
Mm-hmm, quarter area.
The sticks are supposed to be widespread.
90 degree.
90 degree.
Yeah, make sure your arms are comfortable. So kind of have like a solid stance. Make sure you're relaxed. Don't feel too tense.
Like this?
Yeah, that's very good. Okay, so you make sure you put your sticks in the quarter area like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good size. All right, now try it. How does that feel? A lot better?
Yeah, it sounds better too.
Yeah, you're making a fuller sound. Alright, and then the next thing I'm going to teach you is what we call a roll. So,
okay.
What I want you to do is hold the drum pad. It's the same thing. Make sure you have your grip, which is very important. Make sure you're at 90 degrees. Make sure you're relaxed, not too tense. And the way you're going to do a roll is you bounce it and like hold it a bit down as you hit it. So you don't want to have it too tight, because if you do it too tight, you're not going to roll. You do it too loose, it's going to sound like that. You want it to be controlled. So it's going to be... Alright, you want to try that for me?
Sure, yeah.
It's in the same area, the quarter. Just a reminder to make sure you're playing in the right area. Alright, so go ahead and position yourself right. Relax. Good posture. Okay, so you're going to let it roll, but as soon as it bounces, you want to press it. There you go, like that. Okay, so I see that this hand right here is a bit tense. Try loosening a slight bit. So don't squeeze it too tight. Yeah, that's a bit better. Try making your right hand the dominant is making the right sound. This one's just a bit muffled. There you go, that's a lot better. So I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 sets of 8 like that. And I want you to go 1, 2, 3, 4, alternating left and right hands. Alrighty? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So your roll was all right with the right one, but with your left, it was a bit tight. So try playing the right one. There you go. Sounds like that. That's good. Okay, now listen to the other one. Do you hear the difference? What does it sound to you?
It just sounds like more muffled and not as full.
There you go. That's a lot better.
So I'm not. It was because I wasn't playing in the quarter.
Yeah, that's what happens, and as well as it's also the way you're holding the stick. Don't hold it too tight, so you want to have let this do the work, and let these 3 fingers just kind of cradle it. That's the whole purpose of it. There you go. That's a lot better right there. And we're gonna try to count off this time. We're gonna go off. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll count to 8 2 times. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So it sounded a lot better. Just your hand movements was incorrect. Mm-hmm. What you want to do is your position's right. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't want to go like one front, one in the other, because that will move you outside of your quarter area, which is gonna make you play here and here. So that's basically gonna give you uneven sound.
Right.
So let's go ahead and try that again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. That's what we needed. So overall, you know the basics. You've got your drumsticks. You got SD1s, which are highly recommended. A drum pad, which could work with any material, but as long as you'll get a better efficient result if you get the rubber one instead of the plastic. So I understood it's a bit hard to roll on this, but this is what we have to work with. Mm-hmm. So you know how to hold the position, and you know how to do some basic playing. Alrighty, let's see. Let's do a quick review. Make sure you know what I taught you. Alright, what kind of drumsticks do we need?
We need it's the size, right?
Yeah, they'll tell you the size right there. What you can go ahead and sit down. It's usually followed by a number.
Is it
two letters and a number, and it's usually near right here.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
It's okay. When you need a certain drumstick, the good ones to begin with are SD1 drumsticks, general drumsticks, and it's listed right here at the bottom.
SD1, I see it. SD1.
And
I thought it said SDI.
Yeah, you're good. Alright, as for the material, we have this drum pad, which is a good way to start off before playing a snare drum. What material is more recommended than playing just plastic?
You said the rubber.
Why does the rubber sound better compared to this?
Because it makes more of a bounce, and the plastic is more hollow.
Yeah, it's more difficult to play, so that's also correct. Good job. Alright, so next before we close our review is, would you care to show the camera how you hold the drumsticks?
So you put your thumb on the flag, and then
Go ahead and show them.
It's thumb on the flag, and then you grip with the thumb and the pointer finger, and you use the rest of your fingers to rest it.
Now show them how it fully shows how you're supposed to position it.
I'll do it with this hand.
Yeah, go ahead and do that if you must.
Like this.
Point it this way. Yeah, that's excellent. Very good. Alrighty. And last thing, we're just going over basic posture, and the playing is not something to really worry about. This is more about barely getting starting position and what you need to begin yourself. Mm-hmm. So the last thing we're going to go over, the last thing we have left is, how is the position of playing a drum? Would you care to stand up and demonstrate, please? Okay, they get your drumsticks. Okay, now go ahead and explain.
So, it's going to be your arms are at a resting position, something where you're comfortable, you're sitting up straight. It's a 90-degree angle that you're making with the sticks on the pad, and it's like this, right?
Very good. That's, you're letting most of your finger and the rest do most of the work instead of having your arms. Okay, now here's another question. What size is a playing area of your drum pad?
It's a quarter size.
And what happens when you go too far?
You don't get the full sound.
And what if you get too close?
The drumsticks start clacking.
That's very good. Alrighty, that's about everything we had left. That's pretty much basics. We went over posture, we went over the materials you'll need, and we put up some playing examples, but we only listed a few because this is more for beginning students. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you, Blair, for being an excellent student.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for being an excellent teacher.
Thank you. And we'll catch you next time. See ya.